Welcome to March's podcast, where our theme for this month is letting go of excuses. And this is Chapter 2, Intention 2 from my book, Meditation with Intention, Quick and Easy Ways to Create Lasting Peace, with foreword by Dr. Sadiya Khan. So part of not being able to adopt a daily meditation practice is our inability to actually commit to doing it and to make it a readily accessible and attainable part of our self-love and self-care practices. And that's what we're going to break down today, how you can let go of excuses and how you can actually commit to beginning a daily 5-minute meditation. I'm going to be reading an excerpt from Meditation with Intention, which I selected where the focus is on believing in yourself. So believe that you have the power today to start reprogramming your mind away from excuses toward a greater commitment to your happiness and inner peace. My personal mantra has always been, why not me? Not why me. So you must first believe that you have the power to change your life before inner and outer transformation can really begin. Even if the odds are stacked against you and success seems impossible, you have to believe in yourself first. If you are trying to manifest anything in your life, if at some level you don't believe that those things will happen because of deep-rooted insecurities, then quite simply they won't. Or they may occur and you get a fleeting glimpse of what things could be like in your life before it all goes upside down, because your self-sabotaging thoughts rear their ugly head and ruin it. Many people are unaware of the concept of thought as vibration. All of our thoughts actually have a vibration attached to them. So we therefore have the power to manifest our thoughts, good or bad, into reality. If your thoughts are positive, this power can be a blessing. But it can feel more like a curse if they are mainly negative, as most people's tend to be. Could the constant negative thoughts be the reason you feel as though a dark cloud is hanging over you and bad things just seem to follow you wherever you go? Realize now that your thoughts become your reality. And the great news is that you have the power to control the direction of your thoughts and the flow of your life from negative to positive through meditation and mindfulness. I work with many breast and ovarian cancer patients, both people with a high risk of developing cancer due to a genetic mutation, as well as those fighting cancer and those with metastatic breast cancer. Research shows that people with a more positive outlook to their cancer diagnosis and treatment do much better with chemotherapy and radiation versus those who have a more negative and fatalistic attitude. Our bodies pick up on what we tell it at a cellular level through our thoughts, good or bad, via our unique mind and body connection. We see on numerous occasions the power of the mind that has helped people from incurable diseases and given people the ability to walk again after being told they would spend the rest of their lives in a wheelchair. There are many other miraculous feats that people have achieved against all odds through mastery of their thoughts and minds. If you heal your mind, you can heal your body and your life. Learning to trust your intuition and be led from within is pivotal to this process, as is finding the strength to not give up when the going gets tough, which it inevitably will. It is staggering to think of how many people give up on themselves and their dreams because of barriers along the way. You can learn to tune in through meditation and mindfulness, and if your instincts are guiding you forward, to trust them and not be deterred by any obstacles that cross your path. I have learned more and more over time to become guided from within. And it is amazing how the obstacles are cleared away. Obstacles can also be placed in our way to guide us on a different path. Perhaps one we would never have gone down if we hadn't started our journey with meditation in the first place. The next aspect of letting go of excuses is letting go of perfection. If you don't meditate because you feel you don't do it right, let that go. Perfection isn't the goal. Failure is a necessary part of the journey towards success. Speak to any super successful person and they will tell you this themselves. You may not succeed the first time you try or the 10th time, And this may even relate to your meditation practice. Making mistakes is part of the journey, as without the mistakes that you make along your path and the learning that comes from picking yourself up after you stumble or fall, sometimes falling flat on your face, you don't learn the valuable lessons you need to that actually make you stronger and more resilient. If you feel as though you have hit rock bottom, welcome that feeling instead of resisting it. The only way forward is up. We may avoid meditation because we don't want to be reminded of things we are resisting. But meditation and mindfulness help so much on this path because they teach us how to tune in and actually listen to what intuition tells us rather than just drowning out that voice or not trusting it. The more you are able to learn to surrender and actually follow your guidance from within, the more you are able to realize your truth and let it guide your life, even if everyone around you tells you something different. Meditation is not about striving for perfection, but about embracing our own imperfections with humility, love, and non-judgment. I am certainly not perfect, but I am certainly doing much better as a direct result of my meditation and mindfulness practice. It isn't necessary to become a monk to have a meditation practice that works, nor must you experience some tragedy that leads you down a path of self-realization. If your excuse not to meditate is that you aren't the right type of person for it, let that go. Meditation is for everybody, not just the self-help addict, vegan warrior, and yoga pant wearing green juice drinker. If we are honest, this is in fact what turns many people off the practice, as they feel they have to look or act a certain way in order to be accepted or for their practice to be taken seriously. Note to self here, reader, your meditation practice is for you. You do not need to justify it or explain it to anybody else. It is your truth and your practice. So really remind yourself, as we take a moment to pause, that meditation is for everybody, and anybody can establish a daily meditation practice that works for you in your life. Now I want to talk about cultivating commitment. You are what you do, not what you say you will do. We so often find ourselves saying that we are going to do a lot of things and talk incessantly about doing them without actually making the commitment to ever doing them. We continually make excuses for why we are not doing the things we need to do, yet somehow find the time to do the things we want to. I have lost count of how many times I have heard people tell me about how they really want to try meditation. Perhaps they have tried it and know it can help them, but they never seem to find the commitment or resolve to stick to a regular practice because they lack the discipline. Reread that sentence. As difficult as it may be to swallow, it is the truth. Discipline is key to success with anything we do in life, and meditation is no different. We need the discipline, motivation, and perseverance to do these practices regularly to feel the benefits. By regular, I don't mean once every 6 months. In this book, I will teach you how dedicating just 5 minutes a day to a meditation practice can and will change your life. I see how life-changing these practices are for people who actually commit to doing them. I am not talking about subtle changes either. I am talking about complete 180-degree life-altering changes. Ultimately, like anything, a mindfulness or meditation practice is not going to work unless you actually do it. So often I hear people say they have been practicing on and off for periods of time, but meditation has not worked for them. If you are not able to commit to a dedicated daily practice, you simply will not see the results in your life, and that is the cold, hard truth. It is no surprise that meditation has not worked for you if you have only done it 5 times over the past 3 years. Like I keep saying throughout this book, we all have 5 minutes, and nobody can honestly tell me they don't have 5 minutes to spare in their day, especially when meditation can and will change your life. I see the results in the lives of my patients and clients who adopt meditation and make it an integral part of their daily lives. So whatever it is you decide to do, make sure you actually do it, as that is the key to success with anything in life. If you don't do the practice, it won't work. View meditation and mindfulness as an essential part of your day, like brushing your teeth, showering, or eating. The more you meditate, the more you realize how much you do miss it if you skip a day, and that your life is certainly better with it. So think about how you can really start to use the practices of mindfulness in your everyday life that will help you become the best version of yourself, not somebody else's best version. Once you become happier with who you are, what anybody else thinks or says starts to become less relevant. Meditation helps you in quieting that inner critic, embracing your strengths and flaws, and gaining the confidence and courage to be who you are truly meant to be in this life. From there, you can go for what you want in accordance with your highest good. So we'll end today's podcast with a very simple 5-minute mindfulness practice. This exercise will help you to commit to a daily mindfulness practice that actually works, and it only takes 5 minutes a day. So choose to not begin your day with scrolling through endless social media feeds or checking texts and emails immediately upon rising. Instead, devote at least 5 minutes as soon as you wake up to this simple and easy mindfulness practice, setting the intention for your day ahead to begin with a new outlook of peace and balance. Instead of picking up your phone as soon as you wake up, and let's be honest, we're all guilty of doing this, stop scrolling and take a few minutes each morning, immediately upon rising, to draw your attention to your breath. As you lie or sit up in bed, close your eyes and focus your attention and awareness on your breath in your body. Feel the breath moving upward in your body on the inhale, and feel the breath moving downward in your body on the exhale. While doing that, repeat the intention for this chapter to yourself 3 times. First aloud, then at a whisper, and finally silently. I let go of excuses. Remember this intention throughout your day. It will serve as a great reminder to be more present and mindfully aware. So we're going to end with that simplistic practice. So come to a comfortable seat wherever you are. Spine is in a neutral position. Chin can be tucking ever so slightly towards the collarbones. And let's begin with 3 deep inhales and 3 deep exhales. So exhale all of the air out of the lungs. And then begin a deep inhalation through the nose and a loud, audible exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. A deep inhalation through the nose and a loud, audible exhale. Let's do that 1 more time. A deep inhalation and an audible exhalation. Now release that pattern and rhythm of breathing. And just take a moment to arrive into your body, into this moment. As you take an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the nose. And on your next inhale, you silently repeat to yourself, I am at peace. So just set yourself up here to feel at peace in this moment. And then I want you to bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your abdomen. And as you inhale, I want you to silently repeat to yourself, I let go of excuses. And on the exhale, you're silently repeating, I let go of excuses. On the inhale, I let go of excuses. On the exhale, I let go of excuses. And now I want you to repeat this aloud to yourself, but you're speaking the words. On the inhalation, you're saying out loud, I let go of excuses. And on the exhale, you're saying out loud, I let go of excuses. And let's do that 2 more times aloud. On the inhale, I let go of excuses. And on the exhale, I let go of excuses. 1 more time. On the inhalation, I let go of excuses. And really feel yourself letting go of any habitual internal negative narrative that is inhibiting you from focusing on adopting meditation and mindfulness, and say to yourself out loud, I let go of excuses. Now release your hands down, release that intention as we end our podcast with a moment of silence and stillness.